Chicago residents are fed up with their mayor because of the illegal immigrants, number 12.
Good evening, everybody.
Good afternoon.
I want to know, how does it feel that Trump is in office right now? You see the Mayor Brandon Johnson, you underestimate us. You underestimate the black people, and you underestimate Chicago Red. We're the thorn in your side, and we're going to be the thorn on everybody else in this council member side too. If you don't stop what you're doing, we're going to take matters in our own hand, and we're going to stop it. You know that Trump had pulled 45% of the voter in the state of Illinois, 37 in the city of Chicago. That's the statistic. That means that Illinois is turning purple. We're going to turn red.
Y'all can bird dog me all y'all want, but if it's relationship over duty, then y'all don't serve the blue. And you can smirk all you want.
Mr. Sims, direct your attention towards me, please.
You're a criminal. Why do I got to address you? The feds need to address you. DOJ need to address you, and hopefully Donald Trump will address you. Because you're going to protect the undocumented. Why you going to allow for the citizens in Chicago to suffer under your, 33%? See, Joe Lopez cooked that 3% up a long time ago. Y'all called it a circuit breaker. Y'all been talked about it. Remember, before you came in here and gave that jovial speech, you need to be inspected. You wearing that creepo?
Chicago residents ripping the mayor for sanctuary city policies. They are extremely unhappy. There's more on that clip for you on the other side. And Donald Trump is pledging to declare a national emergency for mass deportations. And Morning Joe and Mika go down to Mar-a-Lago after referring to Donald Trump as a fascist. And you break bread with a fascist? Wow. I guess you didn't really believe he was a fascist after all. The Chicago residents unhappy with illegal immigration because their mayor is a sanctuary mayor. And here's the rest of them at that meeting.
Acting like, you just gonna bully everybody. You got people, officers whose families don't even want you to come to the funeral. You just like a schoolyard bully. That at some point, and you might not know nothing about it because you grew up in Elgin, but those of us who grew up on the south side and west side of Chicago, we all know at some point that bully gets cornered in the alley and everybody come at him and he ain't gonna have nobody to help him. That's you. That's you. Keep thinking you ain't gonna abide by what the President of the United States said. Everybody know better than that. I see you, Anna Valencia, in your red. You know what it is. This is the second time you showed up in City Council in red. You know what it is? Yeah. Yeah. So you and the rest of them that know what time it is, y'all come on. You leave that loser where he is. He's a loser. He's a loser. No, me and Zoe, we ain't doing nothing for nobody except for ourselves. We got you, loser.
14% rating is what you appear to have, Brandon Johnson, across the United States, or how they see you. But 14% rating. Now, I'm going to talk about all those known donations of $11.5 million that came from places like the CTU, the SEIU, the American Federation of Teachers, Illinois Federation of Teachers, and then someone got the nerve to get on there and talk about cutting their pensions. What about our real estate? Because, see, we paid for these properties for a purpose and not for you to go touching it with $300 million that you want to siphon out of the citizens' pockets. Get rid of the illegals, and that'll take your money right back. Start it off with that.
In the letter calling for the special meeting, the only item up today for consideration is item number 02024-0013679. And ordinance authorizing the fiscal year 2025 property tax levy. There are 0 nays, 50 nays. This matter has been voted down. Alderman Mitchell on a motion to adjourn.
A motion to raise property taxes. to house illegal aliens didn't carry. Trump has pledged to declare a national emergency for mass deportations. Number 14.
President-elect Donald Trump confirming that he is going to use the U.S. military to carry out his mass deportation policy. Trump saying on social media early this morning that reports he'll declare a national emergency are true.
Trump posted on Truth Social about his plans to declare a national emergency and use the military. True. Discussed using the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, as I mentioned. Former acting Immigration and Custom Enforcement Director Ron Vatiello told the New York Post that military assets could conceivably aid, quote, with transportation or construction as they have done before, close quote. Former Trump National Security Council chief said that this is another sign of how dead serious Donald Trump is on addressing this illegal migrant crisis. He said there are going to be legal challenges, no kidding, but there have been instances where the emergencies and the use of American troops has been determined to be valid. He said, I think they have a pretty good case for this. He also said this. This is Fred Fleets, the former Trump national security chief. Quote, there has been so much media about the horrible crimes being committed by illegal migrants who have come into this country every day. There's video of court hearings and murders and other violence being committed by these migrants. We see our major cities suffering because they have to take care of these migrants that are coming across the southern border. This has to stop. These migrants have to be